vegan? Why vegan? That is the question of the day. Hello everyone, welcome back to Weight Loss Life. If you're new here, my name is Jaisee and this is my channel. If you are coming back, thank you so much for your love and support. I really do appreciate it. So today, what's on my mind? Well, what's on other people's mind? Why I went vegan. I've had lots of comments and emails about this and lots of family and friends asking about it, and I thought maybe it's time to make a little quick video about it. So here we go. I went vegan on July 18th, 2017, so just over a month now, and it is by far the best decision health-wise that I've done for myself. It is a lifestyle change. It is definitely not a diet, but it is an amazing change. You're really cutting down on so many bad things that are happening in this world today. The environmental effects, your health, what you should be putting into your body compared to what we're told we should be putting into our body, your children's future with health and obesity, because the obesity problem in our country is huge, huge. And then above everything, the animal part of it, which is what got me. The slaughtering and abusing and everything that those animals have to go through. So I guess we'll start with what brought me here. I obviously found out, or didn't find out, I obviously knew that I was super unhealthy. I'm in obesity class 1, which, who wants to hear that they're in an obese class? No one. And my phone's going off. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear they're in an obese class. So obviously that was a huge thing for me. So I started looking at diets, and that's my go-to whenever I'm feeling bad about myself, crash dieting. And obviously it got me nowhere. It didn't do anything for me long term, and I was always starving on these diets. I was always counting calories and calorie restricting, and it's just a pain in the ass, to be frank. Who wants to do that long term? Who wants to, every single time they put something in their mouth, have to pay attention to it to that degree? Because I know I don't. I have 2 kids, a dog, a cat, and a husband. The last thing I want to do is be worrying about my calorie intake or anything. I don't want it. I just want to be able to go into my fridge, know that what I'm putting into my mouth is good for me, and calling it a day. So I did my normal research into crash diets and blah, 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 and across a video on Netflix called What the Health. And it scared the crap out of me. Yeah, there's no other words to describe it. It scared the crap out of me. So my husband came home that day, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have to watch this movie, and blah, 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 blah. So that just led me to more research about what we should be eating, what we are meant to be eating, what's healthy, what we're being told is healthy. I started educating myself on calories and starches and cholesterol and what all those things are and what they mean and what they do inside of our bodies, and that led me to YouTube, which is my go-to for finding any information about anything. So I went on YouTube and I started Googling vegan journeys, vegan starters, how to be a vegan, what is a vegan, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the industry of our food industry, meat and dairy industry, and I came across a YouTuber called, her name is, well, she's Freely on YouTube. I will put all the movie links and YouTubers links below in the description, so if you want to go check them out, that is awesome. These are all people and documentaries and movies that I found super resourceful. You might not like them. Some of them are controversial. These are just the ones that I came across that really stuck with me and really made me think about what I was doing. So it started with Freely, the banana girl, and I watched, oh my gosh, I probably have watched 60 videos by her at this point. And she is super educational. She was in the industry as, I believe, a dietitian or a nutritionist of some sort before she became vegan. And she has a lot of insight to what they tell you you're eating, what you shouldn't be eating, and the vegan life. And she's been doing it for, I think, over a decade now, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, that led me to her, which led me to the documentary Earthlings. And you can watch that for free on YouTube, or it's on Facebook. Google it, you can find a link for it anywhere. And that movie disturbed me on more levels than you can be disturbed. For me, it was up there with watching a child being molested or someone being murdered. It was horrible. It was a horrible video to watch. And I, at that moment, said to my husband, our family's going vegan. And we did it that day, July 18th. We went through our cupboards. We got our family to come pick out everything they wanted. They took it all away, and we went shopping the next day and got essentially every single thing vegan. And haven't looked back since. It's been an easy journey, and I've said that in my first video. This has been an easier journey than I ever thought it was going to be. But it was a lifestyle change for me. I didn't look at it like a diet. I wasn't doing it to lose weight. I was doing it essentially for my health, because I came to my own conclusion that it was the healthiest way to live, and what we were essentially supposed to be doing. And at the same time, I came to the conclusion that I didn't want to be a part of hurting the environment any more than I had to be. Why would anybody want to do that? And the animal rights. I am an animal lover. I have pets. I love animals. We foster kittens. And I don't look at a cow or a pig or a chicken or fish any differently than I look at a cat or a dog. I guess my way of thinking was, this is what we're supposed to eat. This is healthy. This is what our body needs. And that's what it came down to for me. That's what I was told. It's what I grew up doing, and I never questioned it. I never educated myself on it. And so essentially, that's what happened. So, just over a month now, and I am on a weight loss journey. If you're on my page, you probably know that. And I've lost 15 pounds. I lost 15 pounds in 14 days. That is awesome. What else? So, when it came to doing research, I really wanted to educate myself as much as possible, which brings me to the list that I have made. A list of documentaries I've watched and YouTubers that I have followed and pretty much watched all of their videos at this point. I like to watch them regularly, even if I've already watched one of them. I like to keep myself in check that way, remind myself why I'm doing this. I haven't had any cravings for meat. Actually, my husband and I bought veggie burgers one night, and I couldn't even actually bring myself to eat the veggie burgers. They looked and smelled so much like meat, and all I could think of was the movie Earthlings. So I couldn't even bring myself to eat that. So I'm slowly working on different foods that I can bring myself to eat when it comes to looking like meat, smelling like meat, being like meat. My mind can't wrap wrap itself around the fact that it's not meat. So I'm working on that one though, because I really want a veggie burger. I hear they're delicious. So documentaries I've watched. I've made a list. So if you see me looking down, I'm reading my list. So first thing I mentioned was What the Hell. Amazing documentary. I recommend everybody watches it. Second one was Earthlings. Super graphic, but I do feel that Earthlings needs to be watched. I feel like everybody, as uncomfortable as it is, they need to watch it, because what they do is uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable thing, and it shouldn't be easy to watch that movie. Next is OMG GMO. This is not a vegan movie. It's not a vegan documentary, but it is an amazing documentary. It really shows that the people in charge of our food does not give two shits what is going into it and what we're consuming and putting into our body and how bad it is for us. They don't care. So I highly recommend that one. It is not vegan, but it is definitely eye-opening. It is leaning towards more of the organic parts of things. And I know realistically that not everybody can afford to eat organic 99% of the time. I can't. We do as much organic as possible. I find farmers markets are a great resource for that, because it is a lot of fruit and vegetables and potatoes. It's all organic and it's cheap. So highly, highly recommend that one. Next one's Cowspiracy. It is an amazing documentary, super educational, informative, and I just highly recommend that one. Going on to YouTubers that I highly recommend. There is a handful of YouTubers that are just absolutely amazing that I need to give shout outs to. They have helped me on my journey more than anything has. I watch their videos daily and keep myself in check with them. So yeah, so we started with I've already mentioned her, highly recommend her, and like I said, I will put all the links of everybody and all the documentaries below, so just look in the description. Next we have Kate Flowers. I found her second and I absolutely adore her. I love her videos. Super educational, super informative, but very to the point and light and happy to watch, and you just get to see a transformation to somebody from a really hard time to an amazing, beautiful time in her life. So highly recommend that. Kate Flowers, also her girlfriend Mayflower, and it is awesome. She's super cool to watch. She's fun and laid back and just makes learning about it easy. So she is also another one. The Vegan Activist, I highly recommend. If you have any interest in this lifestyle at all, they're going to definitely teach you. They're gonna put it all in line for you. So and then the Vegan Couple, another one, and they are an amazing power couple in this lifestyle. There's just too much to say about all of these people. They're just amazing people. Yeah, they have a channel together. It's a wife-husband duo, and they're just absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend them. Make sure you comment any comments you have, any questions you have. I try to get back to everybody. that you can in the comments. You can also email me, and yeah, we'll have some conversations. If you have any advice, I'd love to hear any advice that you have. I think that's it. So press that subscribe button and click that little bell so you know when I have uploaded a video. And we'll see you next time. Bye!